Let's take a look back at Joel Edgerton's career. It's pretty incredible, folks. First, he was Owen Lars in the atrocious prequels, then he was an MMA fighter, and now he's a writer/director for his own films. My goodness, if that doesn't prove the theory of evolution, that I got nothing for you. Okay, so The Gift, the movie. So The Gift follows the story of newly married couple Simon and Robyn, who recently moved from Chicago into their new home due to location of Simon's work, but to ultimately start a family. Everything seemed fine and dandy until Simon and Robyn bump into one of Simon's old high school acquaintances named Gordo, which causes the couple to be around Gordo more. And after that encounter, Gordo stops by their house almost every single day to give them these gifts, which causes the couple to get extremely weary. It is then that these characters learn that the events and secrets from their past can affect their present, and if bygones are really bygones. Now, this is the directorial debut of Joel Edgerton. We already know this guy is a real talent as an actor, but I really wanted to see how he will perform as a director. And he kind of played the smart approach to tackle the whole mystery/thriller genre, since The Gift in a nutshell are those exact things. And I gotta say, out of all the straight up thrillers I have seen this year, this is definitely the best so far. The movie mainly revolves around Rebecca Hall's character, who plays a woman that not only questions Gordo's random appearances, but also her actual husband. Seriously, as Joel Edgerton continuously makes those coincidental stops at the house, it gets to the extreme where she's like, why is this happening? What happened in the past that makes Gordo want to do this? She unravels this mystery as to why she questions if the people that are closest to her are really the ones she should trust, and she was really good in this movie. Jason Bateman was also really good. We all know him as this comedic actor, but the thing with comedic actors, it's very common in them too, is that they have this dark, edgy, dramatic side to their acting ability, as we see Jason Bateman completely transform himself for this particular role. Sure, he had comedic moments, but there's more to his dramatic acting to the point where it looks like it felt natural to him. But the one who absolutely stole the show was Gordo, played by Joel Edgerton, as he's this man who shows that what you can say or do in the past can definitely affect someone later on in the future. When he first came on screen, I knew something wasn't right about this guy. I got Jake Gyllenhaal Nightcrawler chills from his continuous creepy ass stares that he has. But the thing with this character is how much layers he has, as you come to find out that this man is an extremely damaged individual. And not just Joel Edgerton, but Jason Bateman and Rebecca Hall were also damaged people as well, and learned that their past is coming back to haunt them. Acting all around the board was great, but the one aspect to The Gift that really elevated the psychological thriller within the movie is the brilliant directing done by Joel Edgerton. Since the movie mostly revolves around Rebecca Hall's character, there are scenes where she was alone in her house and she stops what she's doing because she has that uneasy feeling that somebody is watching her. And the way Joel Edgerton captures those moments as a director, from long, slow camera pans creating large amounts of tension that not only elevated certain parts of the plot, but it made me feel really uncomfortable as a viewer. And that's what a director wants for his movies, is to put you, the audience, inside the shoes of these characters so you know what it feels like to be stalked or even your mind being messed with. Joel Edgerton pulls that off through this unsettling style of directing he brings. This guy is really good at what he does. Not to mention the writing, since Joel Edgerton also wrote the script of the movie, the same level that he brought within his directing absolutely shows in the writing as well. You felt all this tension build up within these rich characters that a lot of scenes really have you on the edge of your seat. And I am not kidding when I say that Owen Lars has a talent in both writing and directing, because he was so good at it. I want to see more of him later on in the future. The only problem I have with the movie is that it gets to certain character moments with Rebecca Hall where it covers her past, but it's covered so briefly that it rarely builds her character. Compared to Jason Bateman and Joel Edgerton's character, who have insanely detailed backgrounds, that it doesn't take too much time exploring Rebecca Hall. I said this a million times, but if a movie is mostly focused on her, then I wish I would know more of her character, because she was interesting as well. But in all honesty, that's really nitpicking, because there's only one scene where it actually does that, so it's not really a huge deal. Because in the end, The Gift had great acting all across the board, bringing life to this story as I was on the edge of my seat. Joel Edgerton does an awesome job as writer/director. This guy will definitely have more work on his desk. There are a few certain character moments that were kind of vague, but like I said, nitpicking. And it has one of the most gut-wrenching climaxes I have seen so far this year. Because I say, if you want to see The Gift, the movie, it's definitely worth the full admission. People, don't be dicks to other people. Moral lesson of the story. Okay, so The Gift, the movie, have you seen it, and what did you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, leave a comment below. And as always, there's a link for my Twitter and my Facebook below as well. Keep in contact with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But in the meantime, I have to get going because I feel like somebody's watching me, so I have to disappear now.